So the question that I would like to address now is what kind of aid is allowed by the rules of the European Union. The aid that is allowed has to be good aid. Good in the sense that it generates more benefits for society than the cost it creates because it distorts competition. The categories of aid which are allowed are specified in the treaty. But within those categories, all aid, all good aid, has to have the same features. The features that ensure that aid is good are the following. That first, aid must be capable of contributing to an objective of common interest. Second, that aid is addressed to a market failure, that it aims to correct the functioning of the market when the market itself cannot deliver a result which is desirable and beneficial to society. Third, good aid is when it is an appropriate instrument in addressing that particular market failure. Public authorities have many different policy instruments. A policy instrument they have, which is not aid, which does not involve the granting of subsidies, is, for example, regulation. Sometimes regulation can be very effective in helping the market to deliver what we in society consider desirable. So the rules of the European Union allow only state aid when it is an appropriate instrument in terms of addressing effectively the market failure. Fourth, the aid must be necessary and must have the ability to change the behavior of the beneficiary company, of the recipient company. If we give a subsidy to a company to do an investment that it would otherwise do, then we're simply wasting our resources. That should not be allowed. Therefore, one of the fundamental principles in the EU rules on state aid is that aid must have an incentive effect. Fifth, the aid must be proportional. We should not give more than what is necessary. If we give more, we're simply wasting public resources. And lastly, aid must not result in a very large distortion of competition, in excessive distortion of competition. So if aid is necessary, it's useful to address market failure, incentivizes companies to do something they would not otherwise do, or aid is proportional without creating too much distortion on the market, then that is good aid, and that is allowed by EU rules on state aid. You can find more information on what Lexxion can provide to you on the website, lexxion.eu.